Hey guys, Omni here. It is finally time for the finale of season 3 of The Boys, and it feels like we've been watching this for like no time at all. Time has flown by with this show, and I know that is large in part due to the fact that they released the first 3 episodes of these before the season gets going, and it just makes it go by so fast. It's been, I don't know, man. It feels like it's just, I blinked and the season's coming to an end. Last episode had a lot of tense revelations about it regarding 2, I think, key things. One, Butcher's past, his cycles that he's kind of gone through with his relationship with his father and Lenny, and how he's kind of repeating that now with Hughie, especially after the revelation that this Temp V, if you take it too many times, it will kill you, or at least can kill you. And even after getting this information and having this moment to reflect on it, still keeps that to himself when Annie wanted him to tell that to Hughie so that they're informed and they can make their adult decisions. Butcher withholds that, doesn't tell Hughie, and presses forward saying they need to get more Temp V and go after them, because now we also learn that after this interrogation with this psychic who was in Payback, I can't remember his hero name, before Soldier Boy actually managed to axe him off, also kind of bumping elbows in a couple of bad ways with our team, moves off and learns that he is the father of Homelander, and that is where the episode ended. Their weapon to take out Homelander is now compromised. Not that he was this most reliable weapon or resource to begin with, but now the very person that they've teamed up with him to take out, he's now learned is his own biological son. And how is that going to influence this story going forward, especially considering the episode ends with him calling and telling Homelander the truth about the situation? I don't know how Butcher and the gang can get out of this now if Soldier Boy and Homelander join forces, because I don't see them coming to blows anymore unless Homelander throws the first punch at it to separate himself from this legacy as he tries to remove that humanity in him that we've seen him kind of struggle with, that longing for acceptance and love of any sort. Not that I even believe that Soldier Boy can grant that, but he might still try to go after that. We've seen him struggle with trying to cut that part of him out, and I'm wondering if we'll maybe see him take a step towards that, and maybe this conflict will still happen in some way. Kimiko gets her powers back, so they're all joining the fight together, as most of the other team, Annie, Mother's Milk, Frenchie, Kimiko, all kind of rally back together, and it's just kind of Butcher, Hughie, all on their own. Soldier Boy on his own, now calling Homelander. That could be coming together. Noir kind of stepping up to the plate in some way. Don't know exactly which side he's going to take. Is he going to back Homelander? Is he going to back Soldier Boy? The flashback we got in the narration from his animated constructs kind of seems like it might be setting him up to finally stand up and confront Soldier Boy and the whole situation. And I'm really waiting for Stan Edgar to really kind of play his cards in this situation, because I still think, despite everything that's been going on, he's the puppeteer behind all of it. But guys, with that all said, we're going to go ahead and hop into things. So if you're new to the channel, or if you're part of that 67% of people that watch the channel and you're not yet subscribed, I really hope if you enjoy this reaction by the end of the episode, maybe you'll consider hitting that button and maybe leaving a like. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to check out the full-length reaction to this and watch-along format, it's going to be on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. You get the same thing for all the other shows we cover here on the channel, as well as a bunch of exclusive movie reactions where you guys get to help pick what we add to that list every month. We've got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, try to make it worth your while since you are going out of your way to support the channel. But, of course, I know not everybody can do that, and a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because it's that engagement that really helps YouTube promote the channel. But with that all said and down the way, guys, let's go ahead and hop into Episode 8, the finale, the instant white-hot wild. Here we go. Oh, no.
Whoa. I knew your fastball would come in
Yep,
sooner or later.
that's what Newman gave him. I was right about that one.
Your mom, she wanted what's best for you, and so do I. You have a real family.
But aren't you mad at me?
You know it wasn't your fault, right? When you're as strong as we are, accidents happen, things break, and sometimes they are the things that you love.
Oh, great. Shit. Oh, oh my, it is falling apart.
I've waited for Homelander.
No, I don't know where he is, do you? But I do.
Oh, it's just insane, man. Wow, this is so fucked.
Where's Soldier Boy?
So is that actually like brain shit leaking out of their head? Yo! Alright! Holy shit! Yeah, they should have just had that shit just on a constant go, but yeah, they fucked up.
A weapon against Soldier Boy. The only fucking dose on the eastern seaboard.
You put the world's deadliest nerve agent in a $10 bottle of Starlight's.
Less improved.
Hell yeah, man.
Wait.
3 Bugattis worth. Good God.
Has always been to keep my fucked up shit away from Janine.
It's not your fucked up shit anymore, man. That's the world's fucked up shit. That is the
Piece of
truth.
having
That
image
is...
of her daddy beaten up.
He shouldn't be putting that on himself.
Deep and I had to move Maeve out of the tower.
It's your idea.
You were there.
Oh, hello. Look who's home. What the fuck?
I knew you'd come back.
You really are a spitting image of my little brother.
What?
Oh! Yes, thank you, Butcher. Thank you.
Oh, there he is. Where's the cum guzzler?
You've only ever been about yourself. Every time you try, you make it worse. But just stay out of my life. Nate,
Oh, wow.
I don't want a murderer in the same house with my kid.
Shit, Nate, I'm sorry. Shit, Nate.
Don't touch me.
Wow. Huh. Wait, did Butcher call her? Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Thanks for picking me up. Sure you want to tell me to go fuck myself?
Or maybe he called her.
Have you ever had pizza rolls?
Middle school sleepover pizza rolls?
Hey, adult pizza rolls exist too.
I never should have put any of this onto you.
Thank you for saying that.
Every neuron in your brain is screaming, I told you so, so why don't you just say it before you...
I fucking told you so.
Feel good to get that out?
So satisfying.
That was cute.
Hello? Oh my god, where are you?
Maeve? Yep. He's just looking at her dirty feet like, I'm gonna have to clean that table.
Glad you're okay.
It's like you wear a neon sign that says, raw dog me, I'm a bottom.
I'm gonna let you two catch up.
Me too.
Welcome back. Oh!
What do you see?
Soldier Boy is Homelander's fucking what?
Homelander's father.
There are a couple thousand people in that building. I mean, if he pulls a hero-gasm, he's gonna take the whole fucking place down.
Then we take down Soldier Boy before he gets to Homelander.
Take down your one shot. That is your only shot right now, though.
The old man still around?
Us kids are shitting his guts out as we speak.
Oh, wait, no. Ryan was probably going to be at the tower when they show up, too.
And they got me into Dr. Vought's Compound V trials. I became a superhero. And what did the old man say then? He said I took a shortcut.
Oh, wow.
Vought grew him in a fucking test tube to take your place. He's the fucking reason they left you to rot with the Ivans. We had a deal.
He's also a murderer and all kinds of other stuff. So, yeah, you know, you can throw a couple extra cherries on top there to sweeten the deal a little bit. At least try, because this is going south with this performance.
You were in his team. You knew him. What was he like? Nobody's all bad. He's my father. Did you know?
Wow.
Why didn't you tell me?
Wow, man, Anthony is fucking... Wow, I was about to say killing it, and... I don't even know what to say to that one, man. That's rough.
Fuck me. I figured you was dead.
You didn't think I knew where the blind spots were, motherfucker?
Where's Soldier Boy?
You want that 10-piece shit, Butcher? Huh? What happens if I pull this trigger?
Go on, do it.
These guys, the crazy eyes.
This ain't a bloody kinderkid we're on about, son. It's Vought fucking tower.
Becca worked in the tower.
You shut your fucking cake hole, Frenchie.
You will never command me again. I am done with your cruelty.
Okay, Frenchie,
I
focus.
deserve respect, and we all deserve paid vacation days.
Dental. Oh, fuck, man.
Homelander needs to die.
I really thought that deep down you were a hero.
There's no such thing.
Wow.
I don't want to hurt you.
But I will. In the safe.
Man, dude, allegiances are just flip-flopping all over the place in this episode already.
You know, when the company first rolled me out in front of the cameras, they told me I'm gonna get my very own team. I wanted so bad team to be the family that I never got. And then I got you. Ashley, take off that wig.
What wig?
Wow.
Laura's worth more than all of you put together. I don't need any of you.
Wow. Dude, like... Wow. Holy shit.
That might be stocked with the things I need, and as fate would have it, we are headed there. So
You're joking.
We're gonna break into our tower while you go to the lab, crawl.
Man, this is wild, man. Oh no, one. Oh no.
But with you and I together, they wouldn't stand a chance. Nobody would.
Unless we kill each other first.
And what, because he says so?
Don't you listen to this fucking twat.
It's like a devil and a devil on his shoulders.
Ryan.
This is what you did by saying the things you did. You pushed him away. You pushed him towards this by doing exactly what you've been doing.
Maybe if I'd raised you, I could have made you better. And not some weak, sniveling pussy starved for attention. You're a fucking disappointment.
Oh, whoa.
Get back upstairs. Right now.
Oh! Wow. This is like their only chance, man. Oh, wow. Butcher. Oh, my God. Butcher and Homelander. I didn't see that at all, man.
Didn't matter. But that was the whole fucking point. He's my wife's son. Wait, Homelander fucked your wife?
You're okay.
Hey, asshole!
Oh my god. I can't believe this shit, man. Oh, Butcher. God damn. Backups here. Dude, this is nuts. That shot when it panned out to both Homelander and Butcher with their eyes blasting Soldier Boy away from Ryan. So good. Perfect. God damn. God damn. Wow, she made him bleed. Oh! 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 Whoa! Wow. Oof. You know, I'm surprised we've gotten this far and there's not been any Russian music playing just randomly in here yet. Oh! Oh! Jesus. Oh, is he charging her up? Yo! Yeah. It still wasn't enough. Oh! 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 Maeve's gonna sacrifice herself. Wow.
I want to go.
Wow.
How long ago?
Months. 18 on the outside.
Eating corn, they fell off then.
We got a time limit now.
You're my hero, Daddy.
Thank you.
It's me.
What?
You gonna be okay? Painfully. Like every other powerless schmuck in America.
Oh, she's human. But how did she survive the fall?
Thank you. For everything.
What does that mean for Soldier Boy then, though?
Truth is, you don't need me anymore. I could jump. You can fucking fly. You're like a walking Hallmark card.
Wow. Good job, Ashley. I don't know what the fuck the plan is now.
I say you one of the boys. Me too.
As the next vice president, I will work hard to provide a safe and secure future for all citizens.
Oh.
That bitch is definitely gonna go.
You are America. True patriots. Do you want to meet someone? Someone very special to me?
Uh-oh.
Come on down here, buddy.
It's Homeboy.
This little guy here is my son, Ryan.
Oh. They're gonna erupt into cheer. And it's this fuck. You mean I can just publicly kill people and it's gonna be okay? Hell yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, man, look like you signed up for. Oh no, he's smirking. He's smiling. No! Fuck! Ryan! God damn it. Oh my god, this episode was fucking brilliant. It had me on edge the entire way. Pairings happened that I didn't expect. Twists just came out of nowhere that I was just completely caught off guard by for the most part. Brilliantly structured, written, and set up. Like, this whole season has been a wild ride, but it all kind of really started to culminate towards the end into this whole, like, torrent of just people flipping sides, making rash decisions, jumping, twisting, turning, allegiances, breaking, shifting. And it was wild, man. There's so many great shots in here as well. I keep coming back mentally to that moment where, you know, after everything was going forward, everything was about to happen the way they wanted to. Butcher was going to have what he wanted. Homelander dead. But Ryan was right there in the blast radius of all of it, and he couldn't have that. And where did the Homelander and him line up right now? And that is Ryan. And seeing them both unite against Soldier Boy was brutal. And then, of course, Maeve getting thrown her hand in the fight as well, with everything, not wanting to let go of this whole thing when everybody was just kind of turning on each other, and she was like really still honed in on taking down Homelander. And that fight between her and Homelander was pretty brutal. Like, the choreography was nice. Even like the fight between Butcher and Soldier Boy while he's still powered up, and how everybody just had, it really took like everybody. But to take on Soldier Boy outside of Homelander and his one-on-one with Maeve, which was, honestly, I'm surprised she held her own. It kind of seemed like if they just had Maeve and like a few other people, they would have no problem taking out Homelander. But she did a pretty damn good job, and when he dug into her eye like that was rough. And just, I love like the character development of everybody in this season, like Hughie kind of understanding like his own faults, and then kind of coming to terms with kind of his father's perspective, and fathers in general being a huge theme throughout this season. Like him kind of like equating his powerlessness initially in season 1, where he saw that resentment that he had toward his father to just take that check after Robin's death. And, you know, we can use this, we can help that. And it was like after, because of all the things that he's done to be a single father and parent, to raise him the way he could, to make sure that they had a roof, and just kind of took the punches the whole way. And then Hughie just kind of finally seeing the positive in that he's always been putting him first this entire time. He's always been trying to think about his boy and taking care of him, and how there's got to be strength in that sacrifice, in being the punching bag and doing anything and everything you can to just make things better for someone else. And Hughie this entire time was trying to live up to what Butcher is, and trying to, you know, he thought the power was what he needed to make things right, to do things, to be strong. And this whole thing is about kind of acknowledging and breaking the cycles here. Hughie got to see it from the outside in and kind of reflect on it, while Butcher acknowledges the cycles that he's perpetuating. He knows that he's in this moment, but he still every now and then kicks it a little bit, with where last episode ended with him seemingly dragging Hughie back down through the muck, just like his father did with them, and him just kind of continuing that. And then he, in his own way, tried to break that off. But at the end of the day, he has his limits. No matter how much he talks things up, he cares about people, and he does care about Ryan. But the thing is, he dug his own grave there with how he was trying to bury these leads, bury this, his intention, his feelings below the surface by pushing Ryan away, only pushed Ryan towards Homelander. And now, I mean, the ending of this episode is just even more evident that that's going to backfire so hard, because now he gets to be out in the public. He's being cheered for, revered. And sure, he had this little outburst here where somebody chucked some shit at him, but Homelander nuked that dude. And not only does Homelander's followers, find glory in that, but Ryan, honestly, being free and being able to have a life seemingly in the public, and on top of that, be accepted, revered, kind of like everything he's been kind of afraid of with the world, with his mom sheltering him, with Butcher sheltering him, with Grace sheltering him. It's going to whiplash and just kind of like ricochet hard in the opposite direction. And that's what it seems to be going with here. The fact that Maeve got V burned out of her and still survived that fall is incredible. But maybe she still had some residual strength left in her before she hit the ground, or maybe the explosion knocked her away enough. And I don't know. Her surviving that but being depowered is, I think, it was at least a decent way to end that character and her arc and her whole progression from season 1 to here, and kind of passing on that torch officially to Annie, one who's not even in the 7 at this point, but is still fighting the good fight, and is now officially part of the boys. I like that whole thing, that whole spin, as well as like that turning point for Maeve there towards the end, where she had the choice: her revenge, her abuser, or saving lives, like a selfish act or a selfless act. And she chose the latter, to be a hero again. And it was insane. And Soldier Boy, again, playing into fathers, after we got that story about how his father talked down to him and how he couldn't please him. And then he's like, well, maybe if I get superpowers, maybe he'll find success that way. Maybe he'll appreciate me. I was like, no, you cheated. You took a shortcut. And then he instilled these values, these ideas onto his son, which he then perpetuated. And when he confronted Homelander, you saw the entire episode, he's just trying to figure out what he wants to do. But when he's faced with Homelander and the kind of man that he sees before him, he sees what his father saw in him, and then breaks that rift. Even going as far as to not even give two shits about his grandson at that point either. And then Homelander, as a father, is actually, out of everybody in this, despite how fucked up Homelander is legitimately trying to be a dad. Like, he is seemingly the only person breaking any kind of cycle going on. He's still doing terrible things, but he genuinely cares about Ryan and cares about him having a life that he didn't have. Which, honestly, at the end of the day, outside of Hughie's dad, Homelander, is he the best dad in this show right now? Oh, that's so fucked. But it's kind of true right now, man. And then Homelander killing Noir like that. And, we didn't get any resolution on Stan Edgar. We didn't have any Russian music come into play in this. And it just raises questions. Were those just happenstances? Were those just coincidences to happen and trigger him there? I don't know. Definitely leaves a bunch open and on the table for them to explore later, because obviously Soldier Boy's still around and he's locked up in containment with Grace and wherever that facility is. Newman and her allegiance and her alliance with Homelander bringing Ryan to him, and him in turn sending the Deep out to do that political hit to get rid of their competition so that she could run VP with that the Bob dude we've been seeing all season long and in previous seasons, and him kind of running for president, and she's going to be VP along with that, giving her power and pull and push. everything just kind of weaved and connected together in this episode, and it was just really, really well done, man. And the Fritchie and Kimiko stuff, like them finally standing confident in who they are and where they stand, especially that moment with Kimiko, like reinforcing and propping up Frenchie, because he was still down on himself. He was still drowning himself and pushing himself down and beating himself up after everything that Nina had said to him, and she just lifted him up out of that. Those two, I love their dynamic, their relationship, and I'm curious to see where that goes from this point forward, because I found that one that was just empowering, emotional. I love that whole moment, and Karen does a fantastic job in this role. Like she just knows exactly the right face and look to make with her eyes to just pierce my soul. And then all the stuff with Mother's Milk, with him and his family, his past, and him trying to be a father. And again, fathers trying to protect his daughter from the pain him and his family have endured, and seeing what that ignorance has been, kind of this pocket, this bubble, this filter that she's been put through, where she just doesn't understand what's going on when she's confronted with these incidents, with what's happening on TV, what's happening in her driveway. She doesn't know how to piece that together because she doesn't have the pieces. And I'm glad that after everything with the conversation with him and Starlight and everything else that's been going on with everybody else in the season, for him to finally be able to express that to his daughter and kind of start to reconnect that bridge, and to the moment where she's like, "You're my hero," to him, it broke my heart, man. And her fucking stepdad is the real villain of this entire show. Like, hands down, fuck that guy. He was the one that actually started the rallying cry behind that Starlight groupie getting his head exploded, and that he's just that sniveling, weak, powerful, like power hungry, frail man that just like he puts his value into the powerful around him. Like it's just disgusting and sad. And he's just, we need to get him away from Mother's Milk's daughter, man. Get him out of that fucking family now. And even Ashley, who we saw moments of like weakness, but as well as fear, strength, and all these little emotions running in, especially with the turn that's with things that have happened here in the past. This episode too, specifically with that scene of Homelander systematically humiliating each one of the people in that room, whether it was A-Train, Deep, or Ashley, to really prop himself up in a position of power, not just physically, but emotionally imposing himself on all three of them, and kind of their helplessness, as well as, you know, his presenting of Noir's helmet, which I was surprised with how that quickly that got cut short. And like, I thought like his thing was like, he can't die, kind of similarly to Kimiko, but it's, I mean, he could also be fronting that maybe he's not dead, but he wants them to think so. I'm pretty sure they killed him. It just seemed like an abrupt end to that storyline. Just like the Sam thing, which never, the Stan. Why do I keep saying Sam? The Stan thing that came around in this, like we haven't seen Edgar in a long time so far. And he had a hand in what happened to Soldier Boy and what's been going on here, but we didn't see any resolution to that yet. What else? A-Train's whole thing, like everything he's been doing to try to kind of self-correct all these mistakes he's made, but in turn making more, you know, that need for revenge in that moment of just pure emotion when he killed Blue Hawk, and his brother was like, that doesn't help. Like, he needs to stand trial, stand justice for the things he's done. Just outright killing him doesn't fix the system. It doesn't prove anything. And it's just like the more A-Train does to try to fix his situation, it just makes things worse. And he's genuinely trying. He's this whole fame and this whole like character that was built around him. There's like a separation and identity from him that is just so many layers of depth that you can pull out of that. into. The same goes to say for every character in this. I'd love to see like a psychological profile done for every character in this show. It'd be really interesting to dive into. But like him, again, now being rejected by the only person in this world that he genuinely loves because of his actions, even if in his eyes were justified or whatever, it still came off wrong and hurt his loved ones. He's so disconnected from everybody around him, and I think that came at the cost of this fame that he got. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you could read into that, and I'd love to hear your all's thoughts on all of that as well, but that's just where I'm at right now. If I have time to think about this, maybe I can parse out some other stuff, but this episode, man, am I missing anything? I'm trying to think through it, because this was, honestly, for a shorter episode than last week's, this was really dense with stuff going on, things happening, and little character moments that moved everybody forward in a lot of different ways. And Butcher now has a literal ticking clock because of his use of this temporary V. He's going to die. He's got months. They said at best maybe 12 to 18 months he might have to live. So they've got maybe a year, a little more than, to finally resolve this issue with Homelander. And we know the series has been picked up for a season 4. And I don't know if that'll be the end of it. I actually don't know if the comic / graphic novel, whatever, is still going, or if it actually had a conclusion or not. I honestly don't know. So I don't know if there is an end in sight for this, or if this is one of those things where they're just kind of going to play it until it runs into the ground, or they come to a natural conclusion. So I'm not too sure, but we have a ticking clock there. We have one vial of Temp V on hand, which Hughie, again, to his credit and to his education that he's learned over the past few episodes, observing everything that's going on and happening and the repercussions of it and the self-realization that came with it, chose a different way. He was like, should I take this? You saw the moment where he was like, okay, Starlight's in danger, Annie's in danger, Soldier Boy's about to kill everybody. What can he do? Should he take it? Does he feel the need to step in and be the one to be the savior? Or does he play support and raise the people around him? And when he made that decision to pocket it and then turn up the lights and the electricity going into that room to supercharge Annie, brilliant character beat. But they still have that V on them. He didn't get rid of it. So that's still an option. And, fucking one more might just take Butcher out of the picture permanently without, cut that time in half. Like, because he was really already pushing survival at that point. And it creates like what, a cancerous goo in your brain, or it pokes hole and turns your brain into Swiss cheese, they said. And, Hughie's ear was leaking that black goo. We don't know if, we didn't see him get checked out by a doctor. We don't know if he's on the borderline of being okay, if he's going to tap out at some point as well too. Maybe longer than Butcher, but still eventually because of what happened, or if he just cut off soon enough to avoid permanent damage. But Butcher seemingly has crossed that line for this war, and to keep everybody else out of it. And that, so they're very limited on options. They don't have Soldier Boy. And even if they woke up Soldier Boy, he very damn well will not just go along with anything at this point. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what their options are right now as far as taking on Newman and taking on Homelander. And now Homelander's got Ryan. And we'll see what kind of cycle of parenthood he imposes on him. But guys, this was a crazy episode. This was a fun season. It is still kind of like, and this wasn't something I really thought about until somebody had mentioned it, is like the show is still, up to this point, been 3 seasons of we gotta kill Homelander. Like this show literally has one plot with a bunch of things that kind of dance around into it to kind of keep that going. We have these plot threads that just kind of weave in and out of that singular motive of killing Homelander, and we're still riding that train, man. And, you know, what would that even look like if they succeeded? And I don't know, just a lot of questions I have about this. Homelander, like, I do, you know, he started off like easily could have been painted as the evil Superman trope, as became quite popular for a time, but like he's so much more than that. He's such a deep character, layered, nuanced, unique in a lot of ways, and it keeps it refreshing because he's honestly one of the most compelling parts of this whole thing. And Antony Starr is a phenomenal actor. He's episode after episode, he's had multiple scenes, multiple episodes throughout this season alone that shows his range, and it's like expansive, man. But I think that's where I'm going to call it. So guys, I'd love to know your thoughts on this episode, this season, your thoughts on where things are going to go from here. Please avoid talking about the comics themselves because I don't read them. That keeps things nice and shocking and surprising when I'm watching the show. So I hope you respect that. But guys, sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join our Discord. Links to that in all my socials in the description box below. Follow me in each and every one of those. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Bain, Yori Koreskov, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Cal Kestis Nation, and Raven McCann. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. And everybody for following along on this journey with us here on the channel. And I'm coming up with a couple of ideas on what to continue next. We got Better Call Saul returning next week. You know, we are just wrapping up. In the next 2 weeks, we'll be wrapping up Midnight Mass. And as far as ongoing shows at the moment, I think we're still working on Miss Marvel. We got, you know, obviously the other Disney Plus shows coming around the corner. I'm going to be checking out The Sandman, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to try to do that. Cobra Kai is right around the corner. We got the Lord of the Rings show that's coming around the corner. And I'm on the fence about this Resident Evil series that's coming up this month, but we'll see. The Harley Quinn animated show we'll be reacting to on the channel. And I think I might be jumping into Umbrella Academy for the first time because I've never seen it. So I'm going to be starting that from the beginning. So yeah. Suggestions, I'll take them. But guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.